हाय गाइस, अगर ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर लेना। थैंक यू।
We also have Vikas Ranjan Mishra. He is a screenwriter and director known for his socially conscious storytelling, blending intimate human dramas with sharp critiques of contemporary society. His works include Comedy Couple, A Window of Time Lockdown series, Guy in the Sky, Pagla Ghoda, and Chauranga. Vikas, everyone. We also have Sheena Aditya Bora. They are a producer and director known for championing Indian cinema, from breakthrough films like Masan, Newton, and The Sound of Scorpions to founding Platoon One Films. Please welcome Sheena Aditya Bora. Absolutely. Whichever seat you would want. All right, and last but surely not the least, we have Sucharita Tyagi in the house. She's a leading Indian film critic and vice chairperson of the Film Critics Guild, India's very first registered association of film critics. Splitting her time between Mumbai and New York, she brings a contemporary feminist lens to South Asian pop culture, sharing her insights with, if I may say, the most bold honesty and passion on her hugely popular YouTube channel. Please welcome Sucharita.
Even though मैंने लिख के भेजी थी bio. Thank you.
We also have few members from our team. Can I just invite them?
Sure, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we also have our producer Madhu Sharma. Madhu.
Madhu.
Can arrange something. We have our co-producer Sadiq Keshwani. We also have our costume designer and co-producer Shilpi Agarwal. And actor Vibhor Man.
Everyone, a huge round of applause for the entire team of Bayan. Thank you so much.
Abhi, yes, all right. A few people have managed to catch it. How many of you are planning to watch it? That's the sound I like to hear. Huma, you are not a newcomer to international film festivals. Your very first film premiered at Cannes. Like the very first thing you ever did was at Cannes Festival. सारी लाइट काट रहे हो आप, साइड हो जाओ. लाइट के सामने से हट जाओ. शैडो नहीं आनी चाहिए. लाइट के आगे कोई नहीं खड़ा होगा. And then you also went to the Berlin Film Festival with Gurinder Chadha. Is this your first time at TIFF?
It is my first time at TIFF, yeah.
How has it been? You've been here since the first day of the festival, actually.
We have actually, and मुझे आज ही शीला आदित्य हमारे प्रोड्यूसर ने याद दिलाया कि हम जब ये फिल्म बना रहे थे, सबको हिंदी तो आती है ना? हाँ, फिर ठीक है. बहुत देर अंग्रेजी में इंटरव्यू देके परेशान हो गई मैं, थोड़ा सा है ना, ऐसे वर्ड्स ही निकल रहे थे, तब थोड़ा सा मैं देसी बात करते हैं. तो आज ही याद दिलाया, हम जब ये फिल्म बना रहे थे तो छत पे ऐसे खड़े होकर ऐसे गप मार रहे थे कि अच्छा क्या लगता है फिल्म का क्या होगा. तो our director wanted to go to Cannes and I was like नहीं यार TIFF जाते हैं. TIFF बहुत glamorous लगता है TIFF. And today he reminded us in an interview and I'm like oh yeah ये तो मैंने manifest किया है मतलब.
Well, congratulations and congratulations on the premiere. Because how was the room last night? What was the vibe like?
Fantastic. It was a packed house. इतनी कम जगह थी कि हुमा को पिक्चर देखने के लिए सीट नहीं मिली. हाँ,
रिजर्व सीटें नहीं रखी
थी बट इतने सारे लोग देखना चाहते थे कि अपनी सीट किसी और को देनी पड़ी. ऐसे ही हमारे प्रोड्यूसर साहब को सीट नहीं मिली.
बताओ कुछ कहना चाहती हूँ.
मैं ये बोलना चाह रही हूँ, रायन हमारे साथ एक फोटोग्राफर है, उससे मुझे लाइन भी मारी. मुझे आई थॉट वाज एन एपिक लाइन. So he's from there. He's from, say hi to everyone.
Hi,
so he's from Toronto and he's been filming and shooting with us behind the scenes. So he's like, so hang on, you're the lead in this movie and you don't have a seat. I said I'd rather some other people watch it. Na, main to dekh liya picture.
But still, yeah, to be able to come to Toronto with your film, you must. This is very bad behavior, Shiladitya.
नहीं I
Not nice.
didn't watch the film.
Because for people who've not seen the film but are going to watch the film, without giving anything away, tell us the premise, lay a little background.
It's a very simple story on the surface. It's about a CBI kind of an officer. Mostly we call them a detective. Not in India, but अंग्रेजी में detective. हिंदुस्तानी में जैसे detective बोलते हैं ना, लोग जासूस समझने लगते हैं. But एक officer है, पुलिस officer जो दिल्ली में रहती हैं, बड़ी powerful family से आती हैं. इनके father बहुत आला अफसर हैं. और उनको भेज दिया जाता है राजस्थान के एक छोटे से शहर में, जहाँ पे एक बहुत ही बाबा किस्म के इंसान हैं और जिनके खिलाफ शिकायतें हैं कि उन्होंने बहुत सारी कुछ ऐसे काम किए हैं, लेकिन शिकायत करने वाला कोई नहीं है. ये सारा का सारा केस एक अनोनिमस लेटर पे बेस्ड है. और जैसे कानून काम करता है कि अनलेस देयर इज अ कंप्लेनेंट दे कांट बी अ केस. So the challenge before her is to get somebody to come forward and speak up, testify against this man. Then only there will be a case. And it's the first time she is out in the field investigating a case. And her father is like a legend. So it's like her father is larger than life presence, always looming over her presence. तो यही कहानी है. आप जाओगे देखोगे, एक छोटे परिवार की भी कहानी है, एक गांव की भी कहानी है. और साथ ही साथ हमारी कोशिश ये भी रही है कि ये आज के टाइम में हमारे देश की भी कहानी है, जो कुछ हमारे देश में हो रहा है, जिससे हम शायद वाकिफ हो. यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही छोटे से शहर में कंटेंट, लेकिन ये आज के ज़माने में हमारे देश की कहानी है, हर परिवार की कहानी है.
एंगेजिंग है, इसलिए नहीं कि मैंने बनाई है, बट द थिंग इज दैट जब भी हम फेस्टिवल फिल्म ये फिल्म सोचते हैं तो वो कम विद द नोशन दैट ओके बस बी स्लो पेस्ड आर्ट हाउस एंड ऑल. इट्स नॉट दैट. इट्स लाइक ट्रू डिटेक्टिव. तो आप देखिए, आपको बहुत स्टार्ट से लेकर एंड तक यू विल बी हाईली एंगेज.
सही बात है. I fully agree as somebody who's watched the film. Even the slow pace art house film में अच्छी होती है. सब नहीं. But this is actually like a really like fast-paced thriller and it moves at that speed as well. Shiladitya, let me just actually come to you. What does it mean to bring film to a film festival जिसकी release date अभी set नहीं है, हमने distribution plans पे ज़्यादा maybe काम किया है, नहीं किया, अभी थोड़ा time है लोगों को देखने का, but ये एक risk है कि आप international film festival में इस film को लेकर आ रहे हैं and you know the reviews are going to start to come in any minute now. What is that like as a producer?
See, film.
How confident you are?
I am very confident. Okay, so I am very confident about the film because अब जितनी लोगों को भी देखा है, especially yesterday is like जो screening थी, जो audience का response था, and the kind of questions generally आप screenings पे जाते हैं तो most of the questions are generally focused around the lead actor's life or celebrity's life and all, but जो film के जो main focus areas है, we were surprised and those people are not even Indians. They were like from maybe from Toronto or somewhere else in the world. So I'm very confident. And film जो है ना, it's a very highly personalized. कि ऐसा होता है कि मुझे जो फिल्म पसंद हो ज़रूरी नहीं इनको पसंद आए. जो है अब फिल्म बनाने के बाद इट्स आउट इन द वर्ल्ड. कुछ लोगों को शायद पसंद आएगी, कुछ लोगों को बहुत पसंद आएगी, कुछ लोगों को शायद कम भी पसंद आए. But that's the business we are in. So I am not at all worried and I am quite confident. Yeah.
Is it fun to play a nepo baby on screen? To pretend to be a nepo baby?
It's always fun to be Nepo.
Talk to me about creating Ruhi. So Ruhi is, a nepo baby. Like in all fairness, her father is in the same industry that she is in. अगर आप खानसामा बनती तो आप भी nepo baby हो जाती. अभी तो नहीं है आप और आपके भाई गलत ही लाइन में आ गए. बट स्ट्रगल कर करके बहुत पहुंच गया. देखो टोरंटो तीसरा इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल, मजाक थोड़ी है.
अभी 2 वेनिस भी मिलेंगे.
Fingers crossed, baby. Fingers crossed. So Ruhi, the character that you play, your journey with her through the film, her internal arc is so visible along with the external arc, the physical places that she's changing. But when she realizes that she doesn't know anything and then how protected and privileged she is. Talk to me about crafting her. She's a very layered character. I really, really liked her.
Well, first of all, I have to thank Vikas for writing such a beautiful character, and bringing it to me. It was literally everything was just there on paper for me, and so when I read it, it was just so delightful. क्योंकि बहुत कम ऐसे characters होते हैं जो इतने well etched out होते हैं yes, she's a nepo baby, comes from a lot of privilege, but doesn't understand. And I've seen so many, I'm sure all of us have seen so many people around us, they don't realize how blessed they are, how privileged they are, and they always look at people who are different from them with a very different lens. Like in Ruhi's case, although she's a woman and she's a female officer investigating this case, she's constantly at this thing, ki, give your testimony, bayan do, or whatever, and she's not understanding how these victims are not able to speak up. Something that is so normal for her. And even I well with the whole conversations around Me Too, and people running these campaigns, especially for women, say why don't they speak up or why didn't they speak up earlier? It's not so simple. And I feel like this was such an interesting way of talking about it, because it's not just an India problem, it's a global problem. And I really loved the fact that, although she's a cop, she never carries a gun. And that was very intentional. She's a cop, but she leads with a lot of vulnerability, a lot of empathy. She at no point has to be like a man to be a good officer. Exactly. In fact, she leans into the fact that she's a woman, and all the things that perhaps, may be seen as weaknesses in an officer are actually her strengths, because the fact that she's able to connect with these women as a woman, that they really place their trust in her and they come forward, and I thought that was so beautiful.
On that note, I want to take it to the costume designer, right? On the exact note of designing Ruhi as a woman, usually when you see female police officers in cinema, they become madam, sir, which is, not very far removed from reality. So not to dress her as a man, but keep her femininity while allowing her to be angry.
So basically, what I looked at as for Ruhi grew up looking up to her father. Basically, her idol was her father. So in her dressing also, you don't see, there is femininity in the dressing, but still the structure, and it's also inspired from the man that she always looked up. So, but as you go ahead in the film, she also has to come down to, accept and be vulnerable. So that's how when you see the entire journey of Ruhi, you will see that subtle changes in the costumes also. From the structure, it just goes a little more flowiness and casualness. So that's also thought that went into it.
And also talk to me about the ashram sequences, when you're in that space with all the women dressed in white. What is the research that went into? So when you see the film, you'll see these sequences of many, many women, tens of women in one space, and they're all wearing a very similar white garb because they're all a part of this ashram or cult or whatever you may want to call it. What is the referencing and the research that went into creating those costumes?
So for the ashram, basically, I wanted to say that they are little colorless, their lives are so bland and faded. So that's also the contrast. I wanted to create the contrast, two worlds that we are creating. One is the ashram, that is one world for me. When I read the script, I could see two to three different worlds actually, which I wanted to set up. So, and also one is the Delhi, the investigation team where Ruhi comes from, and the ashram. So they are stark opposite when you see in terms of colors and the fabrics and the flowiness, the structural changes that we see.
Hansal has disrupted your thought. I apologize. He's very rudely standing there waving. Very rude, Hansal Mehta.
Yeah.
So yes, you're talking about the colorless lives that these women are leading.
Yeah. And in terms of the silhouette, I want to keep it very simple and raw. It's shapeless basically. That is what I wanted to create, the aura, and also that eeriness from the that look is through, what I want to create. That's why you'll see shades of different shades of color. It's not just one uniform color, but it's shades. So that also merges, but still gives you that eerie effect that the ashram basically. That's what we want to basically say.
Well, white can be all that, but white can also be very glamorous, as we see on this couch here sitting next to us. Summit Studios ki madam बैठी हुई हैं करता धरता. Summit Studios is here with 2 films. Please tell us what it is like to bring 2 indie films to this massive international film festival.
It feels really...
Yeah, I know. Round of applause. Absolutely. Bayan and Vimukh, which is also called In Search for the Sky. Please keep that film on your radar also.
So it feels really great because my Summit Studio is just 18 months old. It's not a very old studio.
Yeah.
And being a lady, and I wanted the stories which would say speak about our India. And I was lucky one to select a movie like that. Like Bayan, I remember when Sheila had come up to me with this story, I was very confident because I don't know, something was there which just told me, okay, this movie is the best thing, you should go for it. And we decided to make the film. And for Vimukta also the same thing happened. It tells the story of India. We have shot in Kumbh, like the Kumbh which happened almost after 144 years. So we shot there. So that kind of movies I've picked up, and I'm blessed that both the films have come to life.
Very well done. Very well done. Huma, I love watching women express and explore anger on screen because not a lot of women are not allowed to do that a whole lot without turning into chudel, vamp, you know, all of that stuff, which is also well and good. Like campy, like nobody does campy shit like Bollywood does. We do it very, very well. Yeah, fucking own it. But talk to me about creating the angry side of this character, without falling into the traps of stereotype.
I don't know, I just did what I would do, or anybody would do. You know, it's just as simple as that. I feel the way men express anger and women express anger is exactly the same. There is no difference. In fact, you know, I mean, when I'm playing something, I approach it in a very genderless way. Like, I don't carry an idea, oh, because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to cry like this, or I'm supposed to get angry like this, or I'm supposed to look beautiful like this. No, you just are. You know, and I've seen like men who cry, it doesn't make them feminine, and women who are strong or are loud or you know, are angry, and it doesn't make them masculine. It's just the way we express. And I feel like perhaps in films we don't really have those kind of authentic depictions. But I think I'm not playing something कि अच्छा thinking मेरा mascara खराब नहीं होगा. मतलब if you're crying, then you're really going for it.
But does it take a certain level of security? Of course it does take a certain level of security when there's hardly any makeup involved.
मैं तो कल बोला भी, मेरे सारे डायरेक्टर्स की प्रॉब्लम ही मेरे ग्लैमरस दिखने से है. एक पिक्चर में मुझे कुछ मतलब अच्छा नहीं पहनने देते यार, तो इसलिए मैं अपनी सारी भड़ास जो है यहाँ पे रेड कार्पेट में आके निकाल लेती हूँ.
Huma's red carpet looks have been really, really great this time, and I have to say, very, very good.
But honestly, given a chance, I would. This is honestly what I want. I want to go into the heart of the country and tell these authentic stories about these, because we have such a beautiful country with so many stories, and I feel like this is such an interesting time for Indian content where we can make these really hyper local stories which are so pure, so authentic, so original, and with a global lens, and then to come to a festival like this and show people that okay, my country of course has problems, there's poverty and all of this, but the solutions also can come, and we can have strong female characters, and we can have like this interesting palette which is so global, you know, and it makes me very, very proud to be able to do that.
Now Shiladitya, that brings me to sorry Vikas, bolo.
माँ की ग्लैमर पे कहता हूँ थोड़ा कि ये हमारे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था कि ग्लैमरस ना दिखे, क्योंकि ये कैरेक्टर बिल्कुल अर्ली दिखनी थी. तो हमारे लिए ये चैलेंज था कि अभी क्या करें कि वो टोटली डी ग्लैम दिखे. तो आखिर में थोड़ा किस्मत में भी साथ दी, एक दिन एक मधुमक्खी ने आके इनको काट लिया. हाँ, पूरा चेहरा इतना बड़ा हो गया फूल के, और वो शॉट बिल्कुल फिल्म में आता है और लोगों को लगेगा वाह क्या किया है काम.
रो के बेचारी.
तो आप बोलना चाहते हो कि मुझसे ज्यादा एक्टिंग मधुमक्खी ने की है?
शायद मधुमक्खी ने भेजा होगा.
बट जब ये कहानी भी आपने लिखी है, स्टोरी इज योर्स ओनली, जब ये कहानी आपने लिखी एंड यू वर लाइक अब इसको क्या करें, इस कहानी को कहाँ लेके जाए, तो वाज प्लूटून फिल्म शिलादित्य दैट मेक सेंस टू गो टू हिम विद कॉन्फिडेंस कि पिक्चर ये तो बना ही लेंगे.
शीला और मैं बहुत पुराने दोस्त हैं, हम लोग लगभग साथ बम्बई आए, और वो गुवाहाटी.
कब आए बम्बई आप?
ये मैं तो 2004 में आया, लेकिन मैं पहले जर्नलिस्ट हुआ करता था. हाँ, फिल्म मैंने 4 साल तक क्राइम शो प्रोड्यूस किए हैं.
सीआईडी
नहीं, थोड़ा डिग्निफाइड था, CNBC का इकोनॉमिक ऑफिस वाइट कॉलर. और तो शीला थोड़े बाद में आए, बट लाइक हमारा फिल्मों से लगभग साथ चल रहा. वो फेस्टिवल्स कराते थे पहले. मैं फेस्टिवल्स के बारे में पब्लिकेशन करता था, मैं फेस्टिवल्स कवर करता था, लिखता था, क्रिटिक भी हुआ करता था, फिब्रस्की का भी मेंबर रहा हूँ.
ये कितनी खुश होगी मेरा.
तो मैंने जब लिखा ये स्क्रिप्ट पहली बार, तो शीला बाय दैट टाइम ही वाज ऑलरेडी वर्किंग विद द प्रोडक्शन और CEO ऑफ दृश्यम फिल्म्स. तो मैंने बस दोस्ती यारी में उनको जाके सुनाई समझने के लिए कि डू यू सी एनी मार्केट पोटेंशियल इन इट और नॉट, बिकॉज आई डिड वांट टू मेक अ फिल्म दैट रीचेस. I didn't want to make a film, you know, that traveled to festival and that it doesn't have a journey back home. So that's why I went to Sheila. Sheila and Shilpi both of them are my very, very close friends, probably the closest friends I have.
If you like this video, do show us some love by hitting the like and subscribe button.